Good evening and welcome to the Co-Curricular Awards. I'm Christine Goodwin, Vice President for Student Affairs, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here this evening. My comments will be short because I'm between you and dinner, and we've got a lot of awards to give tonight, but it's an absolute pleasure to have you here joining us to celebrate this wonderful evening. About 22 years ago, I read a book by a man by the name of Richard Light. Richard Light is the director and professor for the Center of Teaching and Learning for Graduate Studies at Harvard University. And in this book, entitled Making the Most of College, Students Speak Their Mind, he summarized research from over 10 years of interviews he had done with students. The goal of his research was to determine what students would say about how their college experiences were positive and led them to a fulfilling and enriched life, both at college, but also 10, 20, 30, and 40 years later. What he determined was that students who lived their life in college with intention were significantly happier and significantly more successful by their own definitions than students who had looked back upon their experience of missed opportunities. Students told him that there were 3 reasons that they chose to be involved in co-curricular activities. The primary reason was because they simply loved doing it. The joy of friendships, the joy of feelings of success, because they loved doing it. The second was because they learned a new skill. They had an opportunity to practice something and become better, to become more prepared for the life they chose to live post-graduation. And the third reason that they would want to do this is to either give back or to pay forward. Someone had done something for them, whether that be an individual or an organization. And so tonight we celebrate the choices that the students in this room made to do things that they love to do, to give back and to pay forward, and to learn new skills. After dinner, we will, a number of presenters will give the awards. The students do not know what awards that they're getting, so you'll notice in the booklet they do not have their names listed. You'll find out as they're introduced. And at the conclusion of tonight's events, we will give you an insert to be able to take home to see the awards with names associated with all of the awards. I'm also sorry to tell you that President Johnson is unable to join us tonight. He has a family commitment that he needed to respond to a matter that he was not aware of until this morning, but he wishes best. The good news is the program will be shorter. The bad news is he's not here. So we will now walk around and ask people to go to the buffet and to enjoy dinner, and then we'll come back and do the announcements, the awards after dinner. Thank you very much. join me in thanking our Aramark staff for a wonderful dinner and for serving us tonight. Thank you to everyone who prepared. I'd ask that all of our award guests, the people who are presenting tonight, all of our faculty, staff, and administrators, to please stand so we can acknowledge your presence here tonight and thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. And I would be remiss if I didn't ask, and I won't make you stand, families and parents, but I want to thank you. And so please join me in thanking our parents and our family and friends. The Co-Curricular Awards are presented annually through the joint sponsorship of Student Affairs and Student Senate. Students are nominated for the Student Association Awards by their fellow students, faculty, by staff, club advisors, or anyone from the university community. The Student Association Awards Committee makes the final selection. And I'd ask any members of the selection committee to please stand so we can acknowledge you here today. Thank you. And you know what's great? We can have them stand here because you won, so it's wonderful, right, that they're here. So thank you so much for this. We appreciate it. One note to mention is that there are some students who have already been acknowledged for their commitment to the university at a fall ceremony in which their family and friends attended, and these are listed in the program, so I call your attention to them. Tonight's award recipients are invited to the ceremony without knowing specifically which award they will receive. I can honestly say we feel it is a tremendous honor to be presenting these to them tonight. The recipients and presenters are feeling some level of excitement, so no further ado, let's get started. When the recipients approach the stage, you approach from right over here, Beth Hill, where Beth is. I'd ask that the presenters come up, and then when they announce to come up, walk across the stage here, where we'll bring you over here for a photo with your presenter before you sit down. And at the conclusion of the evening, we'll take pictures of the entire group together. The Student Association Residence Life Award will be presented by Connor Murphy. Connor is a resident director, and Emily Abramson is the class of 2024.
This award goes to a student who embodies all of the best qualities that residence life has to offer. The award requires service of at least 1 year, but this student has given 4 school years of service in their 4 years here, probably more than 4 if you include summers, weekends, and breaks. 6 different students and staff officially nominated this person for this award, with many more unofficially, considering this person is the figurehead of residence life. Not only is the student a head RA, but they are an office worker answering phones, an e-board member of Residence Hall Association for 2 years in a row, and they are completing an internship with the department this spring semester.
She goes above and beyond in all that she does, never settling for less than the best. In the halls, she is an incredible resource, not only helping residents with their issues, but always being a friendly, smiling face, including programming, giving her residents Valentine's Day cards, and creating a welcoming environment for all to benefit from. In the office, she answers questions with ease and has a smile on her face, and even has parents calling asking if they can speak directly with her.
She has given her heart to this department since she was a freshman and has grown immensely without wavering from who she truly is, which is somebody who cares, somebody who gets stuff done, and somebody who knows how to make people smile. As Maya Angelou says, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel.
While I don't see myself forgetting this person's description of a penguin as the business version of a goose, and I certainly won't forget when she was delivering meals to our COVID-infected students in Plymouth, including me, I am sure that nobody will forget how she made them feel. This person will truly be missed as their dedication goes above and beyond expectations. We are honored to present this award to the face of residence life, Katie Burnham.
I don't know.
Oh, come over here for a picture. Oh, I take a picture? If you go right up here. Here, walk right up here. We'll do the pictures up here. Thank you. Congratulations. The Community Service Award for On-Campus Contributions will be presented by Beth Hill.
Good evening. I have the honor of presenting the Community Service Award, as Christine had just said. And this award is given to somebody who has, and I need the reading glasses now, shall have given unselfishly of time and energy and direct service to students, may have rendered service within the framework of an appointed or paid position with any organized service component of the university, and preference is given to juniors and seniors. So I haven't written a poem in a really long time, so bear with me. The recipient of this prestigious award is a person who can look back on their accord with honor and pride for what they have done, and something tells me that their success has just begun. Creating and providing opportunities to others, their generosity is none like that of no other. Their enthusiasm surpasses many of their peers, and that has been consistent all 4 years. After being a commuter who simply changed gears, he became an RA for 3 whole years. His catchphrase is, "What do you need?" He'd do what you needed with great speed. When it comes to events, they'd show their support, but go way above. I'm glad to report that they are the type of person we want to see be an alum from Western New England University. As a part of the 23 class council team, an avid supporter of hard tasks they gleaned, build a stage, distribute snacks, or fill out complicated forms, he ensured all stress was transformed into glee, happiness, and mostly joy. What I see now is a man from a boy. I am honored to give this award with fervor to a prominent leader, Ryan Hoover.
Congratulations. The citation for community service for external community contributions will be presented by Kevin Sharp and Caitlin Fair.
Hello, perfect. So, as we just said, I'm Kevin Sharp, and I'm presenting the citation for community service. Let's get started. So, this award goes to someone who has shown outstanding efforts and has done a significant amount of work for the community. The recipient of this award is someone whose work is completely volunteer, free of their own time and effort and energy. This person's service has been recognized by the school, their peers, and the community at large. And not only have they demonstrated their care for the WNU community, but they've extended that care to far and greater to the Springfield community itself. They have done things like set up food drives, make blankets for the homeless, volunteer service hours at the Gray House, educate others on campus about community outreach, and so much more. This person has gone above and beyond in every aspect of community outreach. There's no one that I see, at least at this institution, that deserves this award more. They've also done things far well into their past, such as middle school and high school, and carry that all through all 4 years of undergrad. But without further ado, the citation for community service goes to Brianna Lowry.
Sorry, Kim.
I just hand it to you.
Yeah, you're right over there. Perfect. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, very good. Congrats.
Hi, everyone. So as we've just heard, the Citation for Community Service Award is given to a student who demonstrates significant involvement within our community. No task is too small or too big when it comes to helping the members of our community. This student has gone above and beyond helping others through multiple service trips, collaborations with Cradles to Crayons, and working side by side with other universities and food banks. This student is currently our secretary of our CARE Club, who goes above and beyond to really help our community, not only on our campus and external. This student has organized spreading Easter joy for kids in need, donating Easter baskets to the Springfield Rescue Mission. Not only has this student done so much for our local community, but she has been an active volunteer on campus through our Golden Bear for a Day program, where she has hosted multiple students, bringing them on campus to show them what a day really is here at Western New England. I have the honor today of presenting this award to Megan McGinnis.
Congratulations. The Student Association First Year Success Award will be presented by Alyssa Caligari.
It is my pleasure to present the Student Association First Year Success Award. The criteria for the award are as follows. The recipient must be in a junior standing or above, in good academic standing of a 2.7 GPA or better, completion of at least 1 year of service to the first year population, and the recipient must have demonstrated contribution to the improvement or advancement of the first year student experience. I feel so privileged to be here to be able to celebrate the achievements of this very special award recipient. During my time as the recipient supervisor, I had the honor of watching her grow from a shy peer advising candidate to one of the most influential and impactful leaders on campus. On campus, she's been an integral part of the first year student experience. From being a peer advisor, community service chair for peer advising, steering committee member, a 2-time orientation group leader, and the graduate assistant for this summer for a SOAR program. The recipient is the epitome of what the former first year program stood for. She has been the backbone of what the programs she's involved with stand for. This individual made sure that her fellow student leaders and new students were given everything they need to be successful. Whether it's helping a first year student in a crisis, holding a training session for her fellow student leaders, or simply just sitting down with an advisee to work through an academic challenge, she truly gives it her all. One of my favorite memories of this individual was during her first summer as an OGL. She was placed as a SOAR A captain, and let me tell you, there were many tears that came from her, but also many laughs and smiles. I think she's still mad at me for making her the first SOAR A captain that summer. She's shaking her head, so clearly she agrees. The point is, she took the role head on and was determined to make it the best SOAR possible for new students and families. The growth I saw from day one until the end of the program, at the end of the summer, was remarkable. The peer advising and SOAR programs would have fallen apart without her. Even with all the change surrounding the program, she stepped up to ensure that every single student coming into WNE felt cared for. She made sure that the goals of the program stayed intact for the betterment of the students' experiences. It's rare to come across a student leader who has a heart made of gold and who would drop anything to help what they were doing to help others. She truly does not get enough credit for all that she's done. She finds fulfillment in seeing those around her succeed and never asks for praise. I want to thank this award recipient for pouring her heart and soul into everything she's done during her time here. Western New England shined brighter with her as part of the community. I will forever be grateful to be able to work alongside such a selfless, dedicated, and caring young woman. This individual always tells me she couldn't have gotten to where she was today without me, but I want her to know that she did it all on her own, and she doesn't give herself enough credit. A motto we share in peer advising program is, "It made a difference for that one." I hope she knows all the lives she's impacted, including mine. There is no bigger champion for first-year students at Western New England than this individual. She's been an incredible role model in her roles and will continue to be a powerhouse as she goes off to Northwestern for prosthetics and orthotics program. I could not think of anyone more deserving than this student leader. I'm so incredibly proud to present this award to Emily Wambach.
Congratulations. The Maureen Hart Kaiser Fine Arts Award will be presented by Allie Post and Kyle Nelson.
Right. The Maureen Hart Kaiser Fine Arts Award is presented to a student with exceptional contributions and dedications to the arts at Western New England University. This student is not only involved in one of the arts organizations on campus, but is also an advocate for arts awareness. This student has quite an expansive collection of work that she has done across multiple arts organizations. She has been treasurer as well as assistant station manager on the executive board of WNEK The Voice. She's the mind behind the beast that is the Kodiak Music Festival, a campus-wide event featuring local bands and artists, which was successfully held this past Saturday for its second year. A lover of the performing arts, this student has been involved with every production the Stageless Players has put on since her freshman year. She has been a member of the tech crew, a student director, an outstanding performer, a choreography captain figure, and a member of the club's executive board as the events coordinator and as the president in this past year. In her senior year, she also became a wonderful addition to Improv on the Rocks, the improv troupe on campus. But perhaps most importantly, she helped encourage a close symbiotic relationship between many of these clubs so that they can work together and enhance each other's strengths and missions. She's left her permanent mark on the arts here at WNE because of her leadership. The recipient of this award, the Maureen Hart Kaiser Fine Arts Award, is Julia Hart.
See, you know how to do it on stage, right? Congratulations. Beautifully done. Congratulations.
We have a second recipient of the Maureen Hart Kaiser Fine Arts Award. Like previously said, the Maureen Hart Kaiser Award demonstrates many different notable contributions to the arts on campus. They're also currently a member of many arts-related organizations on campus, and this one recipient is currently a senior. This recipient has been part of Drumline for the past 3 years. You can see them showing off their organization at homecoming, Friends and Family Weekend, open house, accepted Students Day, and convocation, which I'm sure I'm missing something else. They have been a part of the Golden Bear Band for their entire time on campus. This person can be seen playing with 9 other students, and they themselves can play 3 different instruments. The student, while they were on Student Senate, took the time to advocate for different arts on campus, making sure they were more sought out and seen as a voice on this campus. Over the last 2 summers, this person has taken time out of their break, which we all need, and helped plan performance camp. This consists of helping students move in early, organize a week-long arts program, and help students make different connections. When this person is not working in the arts, they can be seen in the campus center as a building supervisor, helping organize different events in the building and making sure those events needs are met. I am honored to present the Maureen Hart Kaiser Fine Arts Award to Elijah Melendez.
The Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award will be presented by Connor Murphy. However, first, a word from Kalu Sharp.
I have to find my speech. Okay. The Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion DEI Award is given to a student who demonstrates emerging and sustained commitment to the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion at the university with documented efforts that are above and beyond the routine expectations in their roles and responsibilities. Works to promote a university environment that is free from bias and discrimination, increasing awareness and understanding of or promoting diversity, and implement steps towards fostering DEI at the university with programs that create inclusivity and maximize the potential of all members of the community by creating inclusive partnerships. That's what we look for when we look for candidates for this award. I am not here to present the candidate this evening. On a predominantly white campus, I'm sorry, I'm having difficulty reading because I have just acquired bifocals, which is making it a little hard for me to see what I wrote. Okay, on a predominantly white cisgender campus, this is a tall order. Fortunate for us, we have some students who are up for that challenge, but I'm not here to present to you the student that is receiving the award. Instead, I'm here to share some really exciting, I think it's exciting news with you. Over the history of the university, we have had some employees that have had significant impact on the students, student life, and the campus community as a whole. They have held the community to high standards, and they have championed the underdogs. They have stood up for marginalized communities, even when members of those communities did not want to embrace or accept their help. They have embodied the tenets of this award, and they have left their imprint on the university even after they've moved on. I had the great fortune to work with and be mentored by one of these extraordinary individuals, Mrs. Yvonne S. Bogle, who is going to hurt me after this presentation. Dean Bogle was employed at WNE for 31 years. Under her watch, she saw and was a part of the creation of United and Mutually Equal, the Connections Mentoring Program, and all the wonderful cultural food fests that we all look forward to and enjoy, still to this day. In her role as Director and Dean of Diversity Programs and Services, she was mother to hundreds of students. No, hundreds of students were her children, rather. It wasn't just in name. They really did love her, and she loved them, and she hung on, as I would like to say, for those children. And she's still here. She's here today for one of those such children, and we did have to do a little trickery to get her here, but she came. Let's see. She has been and continues to be invited to numerous weddings, baby showers, and special events by her children. Like I said, she's sitting here in this room this evening because she was invited by another one of her children to come and see her receive an award. Skip. I'm all out of order. Okay. I believe it is her passion, commitment, dedication, and love and faith that kept hundreds of students at this institution that would have otherwise transferred out. And that is no joke. There are so many stories of students, if they had not had an encounter with this woman, would have transferred out, and she helped to change their lives. So now, I suspect you're wondering why I'm up here blathering. So what was decided by the committee and approved by the higher ups, because of her dedication, because of her commitment, because of the blood, sweat, and tears she put into this institution, the DEI Award is being renamed the Yvonne S. Bogle DEI Award. Your presence is requested on the stage, please. You can't hurt me in front of these people, so.
Stay here. We're going to have you stay for the picture with the students. Here's Connor Reed. Okay. And then just stay up here so when the student comes up, you can get a picture with the student.
So I get to follow that up somehow. The criteria for this award was already explained, so I will jump right into it. This recipient is the epitome of living out what they stand for every day and representing themselves and those who they represent in a positive light. As president of the Black Student Union, they help promote campus initiatives and programs that leave lasting impacts on those who partake. As our coordinator for America Reads, they help coordinate training for program tutors to help the Springfield School Department, and they have worked within Gardening the Community in Springfield and were a past volunteer of an Undoing Racism workshop, all of which helps the community beyond Western New England. In their RA role, which is where I interact with this person, I have seen them take the opportunity to educate people to a grand level. Their most recent program was titled Prejudice and Popcorn, which highlighted discrimination in the film industry and centered around movie and show recommendations. I know this candidate will certainly remember the 15-minute struggle her and I had trying to get the HDMI cable plugged into the La Riv TV. Additionally, in her RA role, she has challenged me to be a better supervisor by adding in social justice bulletin boards into our staff expectations, and took this into her own wing with a bulletin board titled Give Black Romance a Chance, with which full circle gave more media recommendations. In the words of one of her nominations, she's one of the most impressive and energetic students I've worked with in my time here, and a great example of just how much a student can do even when they're just getting started here. They may not have won their coveted Nintendo Switch at a campus event, but they are still a winner in my books and a winner of this award. Congratulations, Faja Muhammad.
Go ahead. Historic. Oh, yeah, historic. This is history, Faja. History. Up front. Yep. History. The Student Programming Award will be presented by Kimberly Pesaturo and Maria Khan. There are 2 recipients.
I'm glad I wore my tall shoes tonight. Good evening, Vice President Goodwin, colleagues, friends, and of course, our distinguished honorees. For those that don't know me, I'm Kimberly Pesaturo, Assistant Dean for Assessment and Accreditation in the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. It's my honor to be here tonight to present the Student Programming Award, given to a student that participates in a leadership capacity planning a student program of campus-wide significance, demonstrates program innovation and creativity, and an understanding of program strategy. This year's recipient certainly fills all of those criteria. The story in which our award recipient and I met, have worked, and continue to work is one that fascinates me even till now. To know her and to watch her creativity is to understand this level of satisfaction. The level of fascination. I'm worried I'm going to cry. So, I was new to Western New England University during the summer of 2020 and came across an advertisement seeking speakers for the inaugural TEDx conference. As someone who delights in the creative world, I submitted my idea for a TEDx talk, and it was through this process that I met this year's award recipient, as one of 3 main leads of the TEDx team and co-lead of TEDx curation. What I did not know as I sat through the initial audition was the dedication it would take to be a future TEDx speaker. I had no idea that the curation team, with our winner at its helm, would work more than twice as hard as I would in those months ahead. After her hiring for the TEDx background teams and committees, training all those under her lead, and curating speeches, I watched her pivot from a program designed to be delivered in person to one conducted remotely during a pandemic. This occurred while she was actively involved in many other activities across campus and achieving success as an engineering student. The TEDxers met weekly while she gave us creative pointers on her talks and kept us all on task. Most of us were seasoned professionals, having taught or worked in higher education. She could have easily been one of our colleagues. If you're looking for someone that shows up, look no further. She not only leads, but she teaches and delegates well, always taking the time to be inclusive. Others feel validated and necessary in her presence. She is intelligent and insightful. Her TEDx feedback was not only valuable, it was vital. As a result, all 6 of our talks were accepted by the TED Foundation. She was patient and kind throughout a stressful process and always handled herself with the utmost respect and professionalism. I could certainly go on, but I'll end with a note about our massive TEDx Western New England University sign. It's all wooden letters and all beautifully hand-painted, and that was Carly Schneider. She's creative, consistent, and one of the hardest workers I've ever met. You can make me cry. I value Carly as she works wisely beyond her years. She has made this university a better place for both faculty and students and the general community. Her motivation seems to stem from a desire to leave things stronger than which she finds them, and she is most accomplished to that end. She is a builder, a maker, and an inspiration. Therefore, it is an absolute privilege to present Carly Schneider with the Student Programming Award. Congratulations, Carly.
It's beautiful. Let's get one up here. Congratulations, Sally.
I'm not going to go over the criteria again as well, just because it is another student programming award. Good evening. I am truly honored to be standing here to celebrate the accomplishment of a dear friend of mine. This person is an exceptional individual who has proven time and time again of his leadership, innovative thinking, and understanding of what program strategy truly is. This student's talents in marketing have played a crucial role in his success. His ability to think creatively outside the box has allowed him to bring new ideas to the table and actually make them a reality. Reality, like virtual reality. This was evident in his extreme success with our TEDx Renew event, let alone the organization itself, which would not have been the same without his contributions. This person's leadership and hard work in the planning of TEDx Renew truly showcased his talents because at one point, this was a two-man team. His dedication to the success of the event was evident in every aspect of the planning process, and it was no surprise to see this as a campus-wide success forever due to his amazing efforts. As we honor him today with the Student Programming Award, I want to recognize not only his accomplishments with TEDx, but also everything else he's involved in, from VR, AR to resident advisor, and everything else. You have truly made a difference on this campus and in our community, and I'm grateful to call you a friend for life. Jesus, I'm gonna cry. Congratulations on this well-deserved award, and I cannot wait to see the great things you will continue to do on this campus from this point forward. Thank you for the laughs, the tears, and the core memories, and it is my honor to present the Student Programming Award to Kyle Zemba.
The Excellence in Media Award will be presented by Gianna Mulvey.
The Excellence in Media Award is awarded to those who show commitment and consistent participation in any form of media on campus. They should create a significant positive impact on the development and improvement of the media they are involved in. In addition, they should also exemplify the professional standards of journalism or broadcasting. This individual has proven time and again that they meet every one of these standards. As president of one of the bold media clubs on campus, this individual has had to overcome many challenging obstacles to keep the club afloat. With very few general members and even fewer e-board members at the beginning of the fall semester, I have watched this individual pour time and dedication into the success and growth of this club. From taking on additional tasks that are not required of a club president to spending hours compiling the newspaper together, the Westerner would not be as successful without the dedication its editor-in-chief has given it. And with that, it is my absolute pleasure to present the Excellence in Media Award to Cole Strzelecki.
Congratulations, thank you. The Athletics Impact Award will be presented by Jennifer Collins.
All right. I'm still recovering from Kalu's speech, but we love you, Yvonne, and I've always loved celebrating students with you, and especially tonight. The Athletics Impact Award recognizes devoted service to the athletic community through contributions and commitment to leadership as a Western New England University student athlete. This recipient is a member of our men's wrestling team and has exceeded all expectations as only a sophomore. Jalen Hawkins stood in front of over 1,500 prospective students and their families a few weeks ago at Accepted Students Day and talked about his experiences and journey as a student, as an athlete, and as a leader. His words were impactful, and his passion and commitment to his major of engineering, the sport of wrestling, community outreach, and to leaving the world a little bit better than he found it were awe-inspiring. Last week, Jalen received the Joe Leto Wrestling Team Award for greatest contributions to team effort and excelling in all areas while putting the team before himself. This is on a team of over 40 wrestlers. This award was fitting well beyond the wrestling mats, as Jalen has demonstrated these attributes in every area of his life. Jalen served as an executive board member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, a life skills mentor, and is a member of the Black Student Athlete Alliance, where he led the group in many successful programs on campus this year, including a group yoga event to focus on mindfulness and self-care. Jalen was recently selected by his peers to serve as a top leader on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee Executive Board starting in the fall. It is my honor to present Jalen Hawkins the 2023 Athletics Impact Award.
The Student Association Volunteer of the Year Award will be presented by Taryn Padilla.
Found it. Oh, please don't fall. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it. Hi, I am honored to be presenting the Volunteer of the Year Award tonight. This award typically goes to a student who does not hold an executive position within any club or organization, a student who has not been the recipient of or sought any other recognition for their efforts in a volunteer capacity, and a student who consistently and unselfishly gives their time and energy in support of co-curricular programs as well as the advancement of student life. Okay. Sorry, this is kind of rough for me. So this year's recipient has been part of an integral support system within student affairs for the past 3 years as a peer advisor, and despite all of the changes we faced, she has not lost sight of what it means to be a student leader. The student has always been so passionate about the well-being of others and surrounding community, using her voice to advocate for others and uphold those Golden Bear values. She is a friendly face to so many students, faculty, and staff on our campus, and has greatly influenced the experience of those in our community, especially me. I could literally talk about her all day, and I can personally tell you that I would not have made it at this university without her. My best friend and your future president, Meg Ross.
The Distinguished Service Award will be presented by Catherine Henry.
Hello, everyone. My name is Catherine Henry, and I'm a member of the student leadership team here at Western New England University. Today, I am presenting the Distinguished Service Award. This award is given to a student who has shown a long-standing loyalty and commitment to enhancing student life. This recipient should exhibit a high level of creativity and understanding of this campus and their design and delivery of programming. And today's recipient does that and more. This student has been highly involved during their 4-year tenure at Western New England University. They have planned some of the largest events at this campus, including a family and friends weekend, homecoming, and spring event with Young Gravy. This student has been an OGL and a student ambassador lead, where they inspired fellow students to become more involved. They have been the president of CAB, Campus Activities Board, the largest programming organization, and have helped build up smaller clubs as the president of Association for Computing Machinery. One nominator comments that this recipient cares deeply about programming on campus and has driven CAB to provide excellent opportunities for our students all year. Another student I asked said, "This recipient does absolutely everything. They're always running around and are always there asking what they can do to help." The student then went on to tell me, "I don't think I could have gone through this year without Sam. She has taken on absolutely everything, and she is definitely my inspiration." And I can absolutely agree with that student. In a year where the Office of Student Involvement had limited staff, today's recipient stepped up to provide the campus with the programming that defined their own college experience. This student took on an immeasurable load on top of their studies and is going on to an amazing job in computer science. This student is a well-known leader, a compassionate friend, and an absolute girl boss. I couldn't be more pleased to present the Distinguished Service Award to Samantha Sterner.
The Andrew J. Mulcahy Jr. Student Leadership Award will be presented by Tina Robertson.
Oh, here we go. So the Andrew J. Mulcahy, oh, can you hear me? Is this good? Yep. Okay. Student Leadership Award is presented to a student in an elected or appointed leadership position and who has greatly contributed to the organization in which they served. This award acknowledges the outstanding characteristics and ideals of leadership. I'm a huge Coach K fan, and it's not just because we're both kids of Polish immigrants. And he once said, in order to be a winner, you have to look at ways of getting things done and not for reasons they can't be done. My winner worked alongside me in employer outreach, I know, a semester during COVID. Together, we developed creative in-person and virtual experiences, not only for students, but employers. In that semester, we served over 75 employers during COVID. As vice president of the Senior Class Council, she has been that leader pulling events together. Big details, little ones, lots of them. Her strong leadership, relationship building skills, dedication, and passion kept Senior Council working together during many challenges. Her positive attitude to make things happen is contagious. As OGL and a peer advisor, she was an incredible resource and strong advocate for all her advisees. She is one that will just make things happen. She has allowed students to figure out their why in and out of the classroom. Oh my goodness. Our winner today, and my winner, brings passion, she brings pride, she brings responsibility and excellence in all that she does. And with that, she is unbeatable in the leadership roles that she takes on. I am honored today to present the Andrew J. Mulcahy Student Leadership Award to my winner, our winner. Thank you for everything you do, Maya Poulin.
The Student Association Recognition Award will be presented by Megan Ross.
Hey guys, I'm back. Ooh. Okay. It's my honor to present the Student Association Recognition Award to a truly outstanding student. This award recognizes a student that shows demonstration of notable achievement in student life in a singular fashion. It is awarded for service to a particular club or organization, and this student's service has had a direct impact on improving or creating a program or organization on this campus. Okay. This student has been an extremely active student leader throughout her entire college career. They are the type of person to always help out a classmate who is struggling and always create a supportive and welcoming environment. They have helped significantly to improve the Arts and Sciences Honors Program, working directly with faculty to give the best possible experience to students. This student has been a part of the Honors Program's Admissions Committee for the last 3 years, and they are a member of the Arts and Sciences Honors Leadership Council. Through these positions, as well as many other leadership positions, this student has continuously given back to the community while maintaining an extremely impressive academic record. This student has never failed to lend a hand to anyone who asks, and she is the true definition of a successful graduate. I'm gonna start crying, so I need to just, okay. I'm honored to present this award to my best friend, Taryn Padilla.
The Student Association Award of Excellence will be presented by Melissa Lambert.
I know, but I have 2 pages, so sorry. Good evening. It's my pleasure to be back with you all tonight to present the Student Association Award of Excellence. Annually, this award is presented to a student who is of junior standing or above in good academic standing of a 2.7 or higher. The recipient shall have made outstanding contributions to co-curricular life throughout the current academic year. Consistency is the key. Contributions will have had campus-wide significance. Throughout writing this speech, I laughed a lot. The first time was reading the criteria for the award. Consistency hasn't been common in this bubble since March 13th of your freshman year if you're a senior. The students in this room have had to be flexible at every turn. Reflecting on that a little bit more, it became evident to me that they, the students in this space, have been the constant, the consistency. Tonight's recipient of this award has been the steady for their peers for the last 3 years, stepping up in incredible ways during this academic year. My second laugh came when I thought back to the fall of 2019 when I first met this student. While I knew there was potential there, I never would have imagined the impact that they had on the university as a whole during the years to come. Throughout the course of this year alone, their impact has been felt through orientation programs, residence life, student involvement, and most significantly with the senior class. Through May and June and July, this student went above and beyond in a new position, leading the logistical planning of the 2-day SOAR orientation program. They brought energy, enthusiasm, and critical thinking to a new height while supervising and managing a group of their peers, and always keeping the student experience of the class of 2026 at the forefront. They tackled new challenges, thought on their feet with their team, and created an incredible experience for the 550 plus attendees while also focusing on the needs of individual students and their student staff. With the transition in staffing that came at the end of the summer, I needed a student who I could rely on to assist in the operational projects within student involvement. To me, there was no better candidate than this student. They stepped up in ways that others likely don't even know, ensuring that the year started off as normally as possible for clubs and organizations. I'm forever thankful for their dedication during that time. Throughout this year, where I've seen this student shine the most has been the way they've followed through on promises made to the class of 2023. The determination of their class president to ensure that they had all the traditional experiences throughout a year full of change has truly been a sight to see. This has meant meeting after meeting, opening themselves up to a lot of feedback about events and activities, calling approximately 47 golf courses, and supporting his executive board members during a time and showing up for them time and time again. He's done this all while managing his course load, working on campus, serving in an RA role, and completing an internship. When I say I don't know how he does it all, I truly mean that, but I'm so thankful that he has. The class of 2023 would not have their traditional rites of passage if it weren't for him. Kyle, I'm so insanely proud of you, and though I know our daily, sometimes hourly, text exchange check-ins and quick calls are coming to an end, I can't wait to see what you do next. It's my pleasure to award this year's Student Association Award of Excellence to Kyle Nelson. Had to be a little funny. I said it had to be a little funny. I know. I tried really hard. Congratulations.
The Champs Life Skills Awards of Excellence will be presented by Jen Collins. I'll get you next.
The Champs Life Skills Award of Excellence is given to 2 students who best exemplify the ideals of the NCAA Champs Life Skills program by excelling in the classroom, being a significant contributor on his and her team, and demonstrating outstanding citizenship. Developed by the NCAA, the Champs Life Skills program was created to enhance the quality of the student-athlete experience within the context of higher education. CHAMP stands for Challenging Athletes' Minds for Personal Success. The program provides experiences and services designed to develop a well-balanced lifestyle and encourage growth in decision-making, planning, and fulfillment of career and life goals. Our two recipients of the CHAMPS Award embody every tenet that this award stands for. They have empowered their peers to succeed in all aspects of life through role modeling, meaningful dialogue, and programming, and are certainly leaving behind a strong legacy of excellence. Our first recipient cannot be here tonight because he's on a bus back from Endicott, where the men's lacrosse team played for the conference championship, and about an hour or so ago, they won the conference championship. So Mike Bannon is with us on FaceTime, and he is pretending to look out the window. No, he's paying attention, and I can see his championship t-shirt on right now. So it's great to have you with us, and glad you're not here, and glad you're there, and coming home with the trophy. So yeah, we can. So just this past week, Mike broke the school record, the Western New England record, to become the overall point leader in the history of men's lacrosse here at Western New England. While he has excelled in every way on the lacrosse field, he has also reached and sustained excellence in the classroom, in volunteerism, in leadership, and in life. Mike is a member of multiple honor societies, including Chi Alpha Sigma National College Athlete Honor Society. He served as a multi-year life skills mentor, a member of Captain's Council, and this year as one of the top leaders of the athletics department as the vice president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Mike has been a mentor to fellow students both on and off of the lacrosse field and truly enhanced all programs, projects, and people that he has come in contact with. And his leadership was especially important and impactful for stability over the past few years during some uncertain times, and he certainly succeeded there. This past fall, Mike spoke at a Board of Trustees meeting and represented Western New England in a first-class way, as he always does. Through all of his accomplishments, successes, and accolades, Mike remains incredibly humble and truly represents the definition of the CHAMPS Life Skills Award, and it is truly my honor to present him through FaceTime, as he is still humble and not really expecting all of this, the 2023 CHAMPS Life Skills Award. Congrats, Mike.
Actually, just wait. Come on, Jen, come over.
Come
on over.
Yeah, all right, I'll take a picture and then.
Yeah, I'll come do a second. We'll do her a second, right here. Right here. You got to do this. You got to move forward. Move forward. The second Life Champs Award will be presented by Dana Pugh.
So as we already got the definition of the CHAMPS Life Skills Award, I'd like to start by describing this person's personality. When I think of a leader, I think about someone's ability to positively impact their peers, someone who sets the tone, and someone who is inspiring. A student that embodies all of this, and someone who I know is going to continue to be a leader well past their days at Western New England, is Danny McCarthy. I had the pleasure of meeting Danny first as a member of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee and as a life skills mentor in my first year here working at Western New England. I really got to know her when she interned for me last spring. She was my first intern ever, and I think that I have been spoiled from this experience. It also means that I'm overly invested in wanting the best for her. Not only is Danny a great athlete, but she's also a remarkable student and worker. The spring season can be very hectic for us sports information people with a lot of weather changes and game delays, but Danny really was always prepared. She volunteered and helped out a lot more than what she was asked. She was always willing to do the work. I was so happy then that she was coming back so I could have her as a student worker this year. Not only was she going to be a worker for Sports Info, but her peers had voted her to be the president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. I think that I was more excited than she was. This year, Danny literally exceeded all expectations, and following suit with the Life Skills Champ Award, she also won the CCC for soccer in the fall and was the captain of the soccer team as well. She was a great SAC president who helped lead 2 successful Golden Bear Trots. She was president of Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society, vice president of the Sports Management Association in the College of Business Honors Program, and delivered a phenomenal Acceptance Students Day speech that would make anyone proud to go here. There's so much that Danny does across the board, plus everything we just mentioned. To add, she coaches and babysits. She did this while still managing an incredible GPA, and I know that she's going to do so many great things. This past week, Danny was named as the most outstanding marketing student for having the highest GPA in her major, and it is my honor to present Danny McCarthy with the 2003 Champs Life Skill Award.
Congratulations, Danny. Well deserved. The Richard DeRuza Student Life Award will be presented by Zibo Guzinova.
Hi everyone, I have really bad allergies, so I'm going to try my best not to cough or sneeze tonight. I have the honor of presenting the Richard M. DeRuza Student Life Award to an individual who meets the following criteria. May be awarded to students of any class, but with particular consideration to freshman or sophomore students. Shall be given in recognition of volunteer service to the university. Service rendered shall have had direct impact on improving the quality of student life and toward furthering the mission of the university. They have made an incredible impact on the campus of Western New England University, where they have dedicated themselves to building a stronger and more vibrant community. Through their tireless efforts, they have helped to create a more inclusive, supportive, and welcoming environment for all students. This individual really came to campus by storm. They are truly a giving person regarding their time, creativity, talent, and energy. At times, it can be difficult to become involved as a freshman, but they are also a commuter, a freshman commuter. They are behind the scenes but are visible. They are stronger than many and others in physical strength and emotional agility. Their superpowers include being a secretary for the Commuter Council, creating productions for theater performances, and most recently spent the weekend lifting stages and representing Commuter Council at Kodiak Music Festival. So without further ado, it is my honor to present the Richard M. DeRuza Student Life Award to Rachel Brenzel.
The next 2 awards celebrate students' 4-year commitment, dedication, and excellence in co-curricular activities. The Parents Association Award, Citizenship Award, will be presented by Yvonne Bogle.
Good evening, everyone. First, I want to say thank you for the recognition. 31 years of loving students has been awesome. So, thank you. Beth said not to go off script, so I can't say anything else. So, the recipient of this Parents Association, the criteria, they must be a member of the current graduating class with a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or better, demonstration of significant contributions to students' life throughout the candidate's tenure at the university. This individual began their leadership role in their first year here. They participated in lots of leadership opportunities, co-curricular life, and oh my God, I'm still shaking, so bear with me. So they couldn't catch me before to get me to do this recognition, so they caught me today, and I'm just like, my head's still not in the right place, so I'm gonna take a deep breath and go there. All right, so let me come back. All right, so this individual discovered their leadership role and their curricular life as a passion. One of the things that they did that really was impressive to me is that oftentimes students find something and they just do it and they love to do it. This particular individual liked to pull people in. They were always looking for people. They were like the recruiter, like I don't know if they were working for admissions or what, but they were the recruiter to find people to begin to get them involved in leadership opportunities. They had 2 nominations. Some of the words that were used include awesome, consistent, role model, hard worker, passionate, and natural leader. They're often part of many of the activities happening on campus, and they work to cross-pollinate organizations so that they can work together to produce a good end product, and also to bring awareness to social justice issues. Their approach is leadership by example, so they step out of their own comfort zone to take new risks and so on and so forth, so other people will see that this is something that they can do themselves. They put their money where their mouth is. Working with their peers, they're willing to let others shine. They don't need to be recognized for their work. They really focus on engaging people and getting them to have the best experience they can. They're often heard saying things like, "I don't mind, really, I don't," even when they're being voluntold. She already figured this out, I know her. She has held many leadership roles, including serving as a mentor and a mentors coordinator for the United and Mutually Equal Connections Mentoring Program. One of her mentees said, "I love her, she's amazing." Another said, "I may not have made it without her." She also served as a summer orientation group leader and is often sought out to represent the university because of her experience here. She enjoys helping others, and she enjoys, I won't say forcing them, but making sure that they understand that their university has resources that they can use to experience a good university, to have a good university experience. So she interviewed for a summer job one time, and during the interview, she asked a question, and the interviewer said, "I've never been asked this question before, not even from a seasoned professional." So you know she got the internship, right? And she also was offered a full-time employment with them after she graduates. It's my pleasure to present this award to Ms. Adele Gadsey.
The Student Association Graduates of the Year Awards will be presented first by Beth Hill and then by Kalu Sharp. Beth?
Hello again. The Graduate of the Year shall be awarded, this award shall be awarded only to a member of the current graduating class and is eligible for awarding of a degree. They shall have completed 4 years of regular study at Western New England University, has provided an exemplary model for continuing development of services or programs, and shows outstanding promise for the future. Robert Frost's poem, "The Road Not Taken," says, "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." This section of this poem truly represents the first graduate of the year. This individual has definitely been on a journey and has found their destination, traveling through speed bumps, curvy turns, construction hills, peaks and valleys and tunnels. They have persevered and come through the tunnel as a bright light. Her involvement has included student researcher, orientation group leader, chemistry lab teaching assistant, resident advisor, fundraiser of the Forensic Science Club, tech director for Stageless Players, secretary of the Pre-Med Club, class of 2023 council member, tech director for GBTV, president of the Chemistry Club, Skookum Award recipient, Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society, and assistant stage manager for the WNEK radio station. But wait, there is more. She volunteers at the Here Today, Adopted Tomorrow, and the Springfield Science Museum. They work as an emergency medical technician, and let me say, this person really gets excited when she goes on a call and sees a hole in somebody's leg. In addition to that, she organized and implemented the January 2023 Leadership Conference with Kyle and Sam while she had COVID, so she streamed it in. She co-chaired the WNE Music Festival for 2 years running and co-chaired this year's spring event, which had the highest attendance for a spring event in many, many years. All that, and she maintains a 3.65 GPA in forensic chemistry with minors in health sciences and biology. But I haven't gotten to the most amazing part. When this individual has something to say, she does so with integrity and grit. She speaks her mind, her voice is heard, and she puts her name on it. Many can stand behind a keyboard and be anonymous, but she understands the importance of being transparent and putting her name on what she believes. When she starts, she finishes, whether it be a task or being at an entire event. Catherine is hardworking and dedicated. Her mission was to construct a highway for future golden bears to cruise down. This path is well paved for others, yet affording those traveling on their own journey to create their own trails. It is with great honor and privilege that I present the Graduate of the Year Award to Catherine Henry.
I still have the bifocals on. So I'm going to read a few pages from a story called I Love You Forever, and then I'll get to my presentation. So, a mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. The baby grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old, and he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes this mother would say, "This kid is driving me crazy." But at night, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked up upon the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. The little boy, he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old, and he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath, and when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Actually, he didn't, but the story says he did. Sometimes this mother would say, let's see, where was I? Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. So it goes on. And then the boy grew, he grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends, and he wore strange clothes, and he listened to strange music. Sometimes the mother felt like she was in a zoo. So I am skipping pages, just so you know. The teenager grew. He grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was a grown man. He left home, and he got a house across town. But sometimes on dark nights, this sounds kind of stalkish, but you know, the mother got into her car and drove across town. And if all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window. See, I told you. Crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of his bed, and if that great big man was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." So the recipient of this award is a scholar and an athlete engaged in student leadership and an engaged student leader. Academic achievements include making the president's list. They are an athlete and a captain of one of the sports teams. They have held leadership positions or taken on leadership roles in various student organizations. They also work off campus at institutions that provide services to autistic children, children from troubled homes, and with adults with mental and/or physical disabilities. In fact, it was their work with children at a group home that made this individual change their major to psychology so that they could one day work with a similar population in a therapeutic setting. Personality-wise, this individual has a unique sense of style and a big heart. They are sociable, amiable, and get along with almost everyone. This person is a hard worker and is almost always on the go. It would not be unusual to see them bopping around campus, running between club events. It would also not be unusual to see them dressed as a piece of bacon or a superhero or in any costume that they are asked to don to promote an event. He has been an active part of CAB's e-board since his freshman year, serving as president for about a year and a half, 2 years. 2 years? 2 years? He is part of You and Me and CARE as well. By now you all know that I'm talking about my son. And as he likes to put it, the one that made me a mother. He lets his siblings know that every day, I think. And it's my humble pleasure to present the Graduate of the Year Award to my firstborn and only begotten son, Kevin Noel Sharp II.
Congratulations, David. The final award this evening is not in your program because it will be recognized and given to this group at the fall convocation. As you know, every year, Western New England University awards a Teaching Excellence Award to a faculty member for teaching excellence. And this year, we will be awarding a Student Excellence Award in Student Agility, Resilience, and Persistence. This award is decided by the Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, the Vice President for Student Affairs, in consultation with members of the senior leadership teams, including deans and directors. It is an award that exemplifies Western New England University's promise of the powerful preparation for the future of work through an agile-minded education and through personal exploration and growth. This award recognizes the agility, the resilience, and the persistence of the Student Steel Bridge competing team. So I'd ask you all to please join me up here on the stage. Evan, we're wondering if you were injured from building the bridge. Evan Blake, Senior and Captain. Christopher Spinazzola. Yasser Faisal. Adam Lesak. Owen Fundel. Simon Banas. Kira Mooney. Erica Nunez Rios. And Alexander Gilbert. Stand up here, take a picture. WNE's Student Steel Bridge team was inactive during COVID. However, team captain Evan Blake pulled the group together, and there were only 5 to 6 members in the preceding year. Still, they decided to compete, and they headed to Yukon last spring. Sadly, they were disqualified, which the majority of teams are every year. Now, mind you, this is because they're given a 55-page document outlining the rules for the Student Steel Bridge competition, and in addition, over 100 point-by-point clarifications of these rules. Team Captain Evan Blake describes the bridge they built this year as a labor of love, and labor they did. Evan told me that the biggest difference from last year and this year, what he learned the most from the loss was that they needed to plan for things to go wrong. Agility, persistence, and resilience. They learned how to weld, and they were supported by staff in the machine shop. What is most unique about WNE is not only the size of our institution being the smallest institution to compete, but also the hands-off approach of the advisors. This is and was a student competition. And not only did the Steel Bridge team take 3rd place for the entire competition, they also took 3rd place for construction and economy, 2nd place for stiffness, 2nd place for aesthetics, and I think a personal victory for Evan was beating UMass Amherst, where a love interest was, or in competing as well. Now, I have to tell you, this is the thing that gets me. So apparently, there is a rule that if you don't get it done in 30 minutes, so they put this together, hundreds of pieces traveled there. If they didn't get it put together in 30 minutes, then they would suffer some sort of a penalty. In 40 minutes, they would be disqualified. The first time they put it together, it took 90 minutes. They whittled it down to 35 minutes before the competition, and apparently the adrenaline rush under pressure fueled them because they assembled it in 29 minutes and 59 seconds. Some of the schools who they beat include Northeastern University, University of Maine, University of Mass Amherst, University of Mass Lowell, Wentworth Institute of Technology, Worcester Polytech, and more. So I congratulate you. We wish you well as you head to San Diego to represent us in the national conference, and we look forward to acknowledging you and putting you before our first-year students as an example of an exemplary group of students who model agility, resilience, and persistence. Congratulations and thank you. Get another picture. Congratulations. Also, if you want to see their YouTube video, it's quite interesting. This concludes the end of our awards this evening. However, we have been provided with a memory slideshow to conclude our night. After the slideshow is complete, we ask all recipients to join over here in the corner for one final picture of everyone, and we hope you have a safe drive home. Thank you.
all recipients, please make your way over to the photos center so we can get a group picture. Thank you.